Hi, CistReactZ. How you doing? Did you know that 70% of you guys are not subscribed? Also, did you know that I am living in those 70% walls right now? And if you want me to stop, you'll hit that subscribe button? What is up, you awesome kissers? It's CistReactZ here, guys. Today we are reacting to FNAF Movie Reaction, the secrets you've been waiting for by Razzbowski. So make sure you subscribe to the GOAT, hit that like button, and comment down below. So basically, if you don't know why I'm reacting to this video, Raz, Daco, Ryan, and the two Ryans from 8-Bit Gaming, to make it shorter, went to go to New Orleans to go see the FNAF movie set, and now they're able to talk about what they've seen in the FNAF movie set and how they feel about it. I want to see if the hype is there. And is that a Iron Man version of Raz in the background? Bob, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is my private honor and privilege to tell you that FNAF is real. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, privilege to tell you that FNAF
It's so crazy to see them all in front of the sign, though.
is real. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, they're all real-life animatronics, and they look incredible. And yes, I've been inside the Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria. I've seen the show stage, and I am here to tell you the tale. So strap yourselves in, smash that like button, and subscribe for way more FNAF stuff, because some of the footage we have got you is chef's kiss.
Footage. I like footage.
It's like a dream come true. Scott Coffin, the absolute legend himself, invited
An absolute
myself,
madman.
Daco, Baz,
Look at Scott. Holy man. It's insane that they actually all got a picture. I'm sorry for blocking out Ryan's face. Look at that. Look at all the goats together, man. Scott needs to start his own channel. Like, what's going on? I want to see what he's up to when he's not making games.
The set of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and I've just got to say, first of all, wow, what an incredible job they are doing. They've literally looked at all the source material possible. Some have even played the VR game to make sure that the FNAF movie is accurate as it possibly can. And honestly, they have done such an amazing job that we were emotional. The first scene where we saw the animatronics doing their thing, we got emotional. I'm not afraid to admit it, as an almost 36-year-old man. I got a tear in my eye. This game has been brought to life, and the way they have done it looks perfect. It wasn't a cry out of sadness or despair. This tear was a tear of joy that I've only once shed before, twice maybe, over my son's birth and my wedding. But this one, it was a close third in the grand scheme of tears I could have shed. And honestly, you're gonna love it. If you take anything away from this video today, I want you to take away the fact that us who went to see what was going on the movie set were so happy that we got emotional. The emotions we went through were pure joy. It was emotional, happy tears. It was just the sense of relief to know that everybody over at Blumhouse has done such an amazing job that you can feel.
See, this is the reaction I was waiting for. Like, I was hoping to hear, like, maybe a little bit about the sets and what they have to say about it, maybe some footage, but at most, I was ready to hear about how they felt. I'm glad to hear that everyone has this emotional reaction, which means the game has been taken into a game, into movie properly. This isn't just a company slapping on Five Nights at Freddy's to a 60-minute fucking duration and saying, hey, we made a movie. You know, like, this is an actual company that sounds like they're taking the game and properly putting it into a movie, you know? So that's great.
Like you are in the game.
Making the gamers hyped for the game.
So the pizzeria, what did it look like?
Taking elements from the game and putting it into the movie properly.
What did it feel like when I walked through that front door, the Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria entrance? What did it feel like to be inside of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza? It was unbelievable. It was overwhelming, because you would come in the front door and everything. It's so hard to describe things without spoiling them, so you have to just bear with me. In fact, actually, questions. If you have any questions, pop them down in the comment section below. Questions for myself, maybe Daco, maybe Scott. Pop the questions you have about the FNAF movie down in the comment section below, and I'll try and do a follow-up video in a couple of days. But be rest assured, I might not be able to answer all the questions.
No!
I'll put a list together of the ones I think are suitable. I'll send them across to Scott and get them approved. If he is cool with me doing that, then we'll go ahead and I'll answer all the questions you might have, because today is basically a spoiler-free discussion of what I thought of the FNAF movie set. Anyway, the FNAF Pizzeria. It is identical to FNAF 1. They have stuck so closely to the source material, it is unbelievable.
Good.
When you watch the movie,
Love to hear it. Source material being
you are
used.
watching a FNAF remake. You are watching the FNAF 1 game, but on the big screen. That is how accurate it is. Obviously, there are gonna be some changes because that just is the way that Hollywood works, and to transition a game into a film is obviously quite hard, as we've seen with films based on games in the past. But from what I have seen, and from what the boys have seen, and from what
Makes sense. You can't have every night of the movie having you look left and right, because then it will get boring. They need to add a little spice in there.
Scotty Boys seen, everybody's incredibly happy and think the transition from game to movie is going to work incredibly and be one of the hippie top game-based movies of all time. I'm stamping it in right now. I will have a lobotomy with Freddy Fazbear's mouth if this movie does not shock you, and you will enjoy it. Okay? Putting out there right now, I will create the Bite of 23 and I will get my frontal lobe chopped off by Freddy Fazbear, all right?
The Bite of 23 is crazy.
Anyway, we walked into the pizzeria and we had a look around and we were immediately...
Sorry for pausing a lot, but surely one of you, Raz, if you're watching this, or any of you are watching this, surely y'all did pose like that in front of Freddy, right? Made sure Scott opened the mouth of the animatronic or the costume or whatever they're using to make Freddy, and you put your head in there and someone took a picture, right? So you guys could say that's the Bite of 23. Surely one of you had to have done that, hopefully. Come on.
You had the tables. They were positioned slightly differently because they were set up for a scene, which is very cool. But the show stage just looks like how you saw it in the games and in the FNAF 1 trailer. If you've ever seen that, it'll probably be on screen right now. It looked exactly the same as that. The animatronics were up there and they looked incredible. It was magical. It was crazy to see how well the set had been designed and how much care went into it. Just
There's some big words being used here. I love it.
Pirate Cove was looking amazing, and just the overall
Pirate
vibe.
Cove.
It felt 90s, late 80s, 90s vibe when FNAF. FNAF 1's meant to be set around about 93, roughly. So it had that vibe. The aesthetic was there. It was a pizzeria designed specifically to be Freddy Fazbear's. It's not just a generic 90s pizzeria. This is a Freddy Fazbear's pizzeria. It's not just like a rip-off of Chuck and his cheese. This is a dedicated FNAF pizzeria set. It is brilliant. You will see so many Easter eggs in there. They've got so many plushies. They've got the prize counter. They've got arcade machines, which are kind of just generic. They've got special areas that you will know and love from the game and the books and stuff like that. And
games
the
and the
overall
books
vibe
too
was just incredible. I cannot wait to show you the footage. At this point in time, I can't show you the exact footage that we have got because it's got to go through loads of NDAs and things like that.
NDAs is crazy.
You'll see our initial reactions, raw and unedited, and we were just over the moon. You would go in and you would see the place in its wonder, in its splendor.
I had to expect the NDAs, though.
They have the show lights on the animatronics. It was just incredible. So the main pizzeria, beautiful, absolutely fantastic. If you went in there to grab a slice of the fresh Freddy Fazbear's CistReactZ, you would think it was just any normal pizzeria, but just FNAF themed, and that you were just straight out of the 90s. You would believe that. So accuracy-wise to the game, perfect. Accuracy-wise to the era, amazing. Accuracy-wise to believing that this place could feed people, and not just the animatronics, 100%.
Nah, not just the animatronics.
Like, I'm now just remembering it and thinking back on it, and I've just looked at the footage as well, and oh, I wish I could show you, but you just gotta have to like and subscribe and just be around because you're gonna want to see that footage. Next
I really do,
we'll
man.
talk about the back spaces. You've got the corridors. When I say that this place is all linked together, it's all linked together. Like, you can go behind the show stage and you get to parts and service. Parts and Service is there, and you get to go in there and you see broken up animatronics and endoscopes.
See, this is why more game creators need to be right next to their gaming movies. Like, I'm so happy Scott was like, I'm sorry, this shot of Raz staring at me in my soul is kind of scary. No, I'm glad to see him happy though. But yeah, we need more gaming creators to be right next to the filming processes of their live adaptation of their gaming movies, because I'm pretty sure Scott Scott was making sure this was done right.
Skeletons and loads of wires and everything like that. The set dressing for the entire thing is incredible. So you got the parts and service, which has a very cool scene. So you got the parts and service, then you've got the corridors, which exactly like
I
the
can just
FNAF
imagine
games.
it.
If you have a look at the cameras
because of the games.
on Five Nights at Freddy's 1, what you see on there, I'm pretty certain they're all there. Except you actually get to see the kitchen. But you got the back corridors, they look amazing.
You get to see what the kitchen looks like if they actually did it.
To the office, which obviously is a big thing. We'll talk about that in a second. You've got the closet. The closet where Bonnie hides out and looks up at the camera. You've got that. What's on the right-hand side? The bathrooms. Well, you've got a place to the bathrooms. I don't know if there's any.
I like how you
scenes
can
in there.
imagine
I
it.
go in case
It's like a real thing now.
Business, you know. Don't want to get
insane.
eaten, do I? But the office. That was one of the first places we actually got to see. We went into the office and it feels like the FNAF 1 office. You walk in through the door and you just immediately go, this is FNAF 1. This is Five Nights at Freddy's 1. This office right here has got the TV monitor set up. You've got the Celebrate poster. I tried to honk Freddy's nose. You'll have to just watch the video and find out if the nose actually honks or not. And I released that and it's all there.
Yo, let me find out they added the honk. Let me find out they added the honk, man.
It's perfect. They've got a fan.
They got a fan?
There.
The fan word?
The detail, the accuracy that has gone into this is absolutely amazing. The office has been changed up slightly, but for logical reasons, it makes sense.
Changed it up slightly.
We've actually done a really cool twist with the office as well. But for accuracy, it's pretty much identical. But they've changed up one thing slightly, which if you're annoyed about it
one thing?
Just get over it. It's enjoyable. What else is in the office? The background of the office is obviously designed because you don't get to see the back.
Let me find out the doors don't let me find out the doors don't have like the shut thing, like just the little metallic shutter. There's somebody's actually opening and shutting the doors when an animatronic pops up.
Back behind you.
That'll probably be the one thing that annoys somebody.
Face on.
Like what I'm trying to say is like the FNAF 1 office in the movie is like the FNAF 4 gameplay. Someone's actually holding a door shut opposed to just a metal shutter going down.
That's it for the office. I think the main part of the office was that you got the camera system, you got how the cameras work, and you see people using the cameras. We saw a couple of scenes, people use the cameras, and the cameras are important. They're not just there as a, ooh, cool FNAF Easter egg. The cameras are important. People use the cameras, which is exactly what you want from a storytelling point of view, because that was the whole point of FNAF 1. That was the gameplay.
Yeah.
You were there at the cameras, looking to see when the danger is, and then you.
He's getting me hyped talking about this, bro. I'm so mad. Can't wait to see this movie.
That's another important thing. That is good. It's great to see how they worked all of these gameplay elements into the story to make them real and believable. That's what I love about the whole thing overall. I'll go into more of the storyline later on, but the way they've managed to work the gameplay elements into the storyline to make it real, believable, and not just tacked on because it was a video game is really clever. So we're all very pleased with that. I think it's mostly just the Celebrate poster, the fan, and the screens in the office. And the office is pretty much identical as well, with one change that I mentioned. But other than that, the fact that you can walk through this movie set pizzeria from the entrance all the way through to the backstage and the parts and service room, grab a fresh slice of za, and actually just treat it as a
grab a
one
fresh slice of za
entity is absolutely incredible. And it just shows the dedication, the research, the love, the passion that everybody has put into this project.
You love to hear.
And you will feel that. You will feel it when the movie comes out. I gotta give a massive round of applause once again to everybody.
I haven't even seen it and I want to clap. That's the craziest part.
The animatronics and the just the whole thing. Honestly, it's gonna be incredible. I cannot wait. Favorite parts? Show stage. Show stage in Pirate Cove. Seeing them in real life.
Oh, Foxy was standing there all creepy too.
They've got the same background. They've got the curtains are there, and then you've got all the flashing lights, and when the lights are on, honestly, the different mood lighting they have.
I really want to picture me shaking hands with Foxy though.
How the
That's what I
animatronics
want.
look, and that's just it's just it's so hard not to spoil things. When the animatronics are happy, the lighting matches, and it makes them look really fun and
what?
Lights and energetic and just
so lights work
mascots.
too. All right.
Then they change the lighting and things. they change. They look really
terrifying,
evil, which
yeah.
is cool. It's so good. It's amazing. So show stage, office, obviously having that.
What I'm hoping to hear about is if when they look really evil, do they have like the black eyes and the white dots and stuff? I hope they added that in the movie. That would be a horrifying thing. But I heard that was like a lighting thing. That wasn't actually like intended. I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about when the eyes go black and there's just white dots. Was that lighting or was that actually like, you know, a haunted thing?
Recreated and in real life, and just getting to experience, getting to walk through the door and just say, FNAF is real, baby. I'm here for the night shift. Give me that check at the end of the week because I'm busting all 5 nights out. I'm going to stay here for the week. I'm going to do the overtime. Give me 7 days, baby. Then fire me at the end because I've broken rules 4 and 6.
Oh, sorry for pausing, but let me also find out that these guys were able to play with the animatronics too, like mess with the office. The animatronics actually come down. Scott let them make videos doing that.
That's right. It was just.
We'd have to wait for the movie to drop for that footage, though.
Walking around the pizzeria was like any FNAF fan's dream come true. It was an experience that I'll never forget. So thank you, everybody over at Blumhouse and Scott, for 1, inviting us, 2, letting us share this experience with you, and 3, just letting a fanboy soak it all in.
I know, but like every time I pause. Every time this man talks more, it's giving me more brainstorms. And hey, it's a reaction video, so I gotta talk. You know, I gotta vent my reaction. You getting mad? Hey, you clicked on CistReactZ. But I also just like, I'm also happy to see that Blumhouse is realizing that hey, we should bring FNAF YouTubers onto the set and let them talk about it. That brings up our marketing. That brings up the hype for the movie. I like that. I like that. Like, we need more game companies to do that. We need like Nintendo to invite the likes of Chugga Conroy to watch the Mario movie and talk about it. Like, we need more stuff like this so it feels real, you know? Because I know Raz ain't bullshitting. I know Daco ain't bullshitting. I know 8-Bit Ryan and the other Ryan, they ain't bullshitting when they talk about this. This isn't just, we got sponsors to say this. No, this is real. This is real hype.
Spoil things. Obviously, you know the events of FNAF 1. Somebody comes in, they're there for 5 nights. It basically revolves around that premise, right? But the way they've managed to turn it into a movie is actually really well done. Obviously, some elements are going to have to be changed to read on the screen, because it's a movie. You're going to have to extend what happens in the game to match on the screen, and so it makes sense to not only the fans, but it also makes sense to a neutral person. It's a film after all, and they're trying to get the 5 Nights brand out there, which is amazing. I love that more people are going to be involved after this movie, because I think it'll do really well. So, from what we've seen, the story-wise, we've not seen it all, but we've seen little snippets, we've heard little bits, and obviously when we're watching the scenes, we need context to the scenes. But from what we have witnessed, I'm really happy with the story. I've heard about the ending and stuff like that. Not all of it, but from what I've heard, you will enjoy it.
Nah, heard about the ending?
It's the same story you know and love. Has to be changed, has to be altered.
This man's got to keep it. This man's got to keep it quiet. No, they NDA'd for that.
The same, because it isn't. But what has been altered is really good. It, like, for a storytelling point of view, it is really good. It makes sense and will leave you feeling satisfied. The characters are amazing. The development of the characters.
Leave you feeling satisfied is pretty strong, because like Scott always has that storyteller thing where you want more, and the endings will keep you a little confused because you have to play the next game. But leaving you satisfied? Ooh.
This is awesome. You feel empathy and sympathy for all the characters involved.
Empathy and
the
sympathy.
Ones that you don't want to feel good about. You don't feel good about. They're written really well, and there's so many.
Captain might get a motive for once, maybe.
And those moments, the peaks and troughs are really well done. For
the brainstorming I could be doing.
That it leaves you wanting more. You get the action, but then you get a lull in the story. But that lull in the story is needed. You can't have it all the way up here, high octane 24/7 like my videos. You need to have proper peaks and troughs that build the storyline.
Razzbowski said I'm built different.
Action,
wow, that's crazy.
More storyline. You get an even bigger bit of action.
He said they can't do it like Razzbowski.
It just works well. So trust me. I can't obviously spoil it, because that would just be breaking about 1 million rules, and obviously I respect you out there. I want you to go and see the movie yourself, and I don't know at all. I don't know at all, so I'm going to get some surprises as well.
Hey,
Scott, is what I want.
Yo, Scott, if you somehow watch this, you know, you can always send me that .mp4 too. You know, I could react to the whole film for you, like an at-home reaction thing. No, let me stop fucking around.
I think Scott wanted for us as well, otherwise. I would have found out everything. I'm an eager man. I would have asked him everything. From what I've seen, I'm excited. I already know stuff, so I'm excited to see how it all comes together. So I think you'll really, if you're a FNAF fan, you're gonna love the story. If you're a neutral who doesn't know much about Five Nights at Freddy's, I think you're gonna enjoy it for the story that it is, and you're gonna be eager for more. Trust in the Scott. Trust in the process.
Trust in Scott.
Trust in Blumhouse, and trust in your boy over here.
Like, how could you not trust in that Scott
over there is
face?
like the biggest Five Nights at Freddy's fan out there. He knows everything about the games, and he's happy. There's your seal of approval.
The cast and crew? We find out they met the purple guy.
Since we were on the Five Nights at Freddy's movie set, we were gonna sneak a peek at some of the acting. We were very fortunate enough for Scotty Boy to sit beside us and watch the film with him. The acting, well, I say that the film itself, the filming of the acting, the recording, the sessions, the moments live, and see the scenes over and over again. And that was just an incredible experience. So thank you very much, Scott, for inviting us, but also sitting with us and letting us in on your process. That was really interesting. We learned so much. Anyway, you don't care about that. What you care about
I do. Shit! Yo, keep talking!
Now,
I know you
Piper
can't,
is gonna be
but...
Mike's sister Abby in the FNAF
I
movie,
care.
and
I want to hear everything.
that kid is good.
Too bad
I know
NDAs
one of
are a
her lines,
thing.
She can just go from all happy, Piper, just joking around and being a little bit goofy and silly. She's like 10 or something, and then she hears the word action. She's in character. Boom. I have that. I've done acting. I've done bits for TV and
Really?
stage and adverts and stuff like that. And
Ooh.
it's not easy just suddenly getting in character, but to do it at 10 years old, she's a star, absolute star. You're gonna love her performances.
Glad to hear the actors got it.
She
Professional.
has got the light-hearted, vulnerable character down, and she's gonna blow you away. Her casting was perfect. You would see her interacting with the other actors and with other things, and she was amazing. You would completely believe 100% what she was doing. You wouldn't know she was acting. She is that good, and she's just the sweetest kid as well. We met her a couple of times, and when she was going past, and poor thing had to go to school in between the acting sessions.
Ooh,
bless
going
her.
to school? Jeez.
And she was just so lovely. She was an absolute
Going to school
pleasure
and
to
acting?
meet.
That would
And
suck.
it was a pleasure to watch her act, and I cannot wait to see her on the big screen because she's a star in the making. And she did an amazing job, and I cannot wait to see all the scenes that we saw on the big screen all put together because she's an absolute starlet out there. Josh, who is Mike, her brother. We met him briefly once. He was a very busy man, and he wasn't called a lot of the time that we were there, but from the one interaction we had with him, absolute legend. He was brilliant and so welcoming as well. He said hi and bye because we had to go and do stuff because that was the very first day we were getting on set to look at the pizzeria, and he obviously had to go for his lunch. But he was brilliant, and all the scenes that we saw as well. Oh, he was so good. He was so... words cannot describe how good he looked on film. Like, I'm saying that just in a general sense. He looked really good on camera, and his scenes were so brilliant, and the scenes that he was with the Vanessa character were absolutely beautiful. Like, you could believe what he was doing, and the storyline for him. His storyline is so good. The conflict,
You feel the hype in Raz's eyes. Like, this isn't bull. I love it.
The
Genuine reactions.
struggle that he has to go through in this film is tearjerker. It's an absolute tearjerker. Cannot wait to see that portrayed. Absolutely fantastic job. Now, who else have we got? We also met Elizabeth, who does an absolutely fantastic job of Vanessa in the storyline. It's very interesting to see how they've worked Vanessa in. And again, promise you, it's worth it. She's obviously not in FNAF 1, obviously. But the way Vanessa as a character has been worked in, it will surprise you and you will love it. From what we've seen so far, it is worked in very, very well. She's not just bashed in. We need a female lead in there. We need somebody in there to do certain bits of the storyline. Let's just put Vanessa in. Doesn't work like that, and I'm so glad that it's been well thought out. You can tell that this script has been in the making for like 7-8 years at this point because it has come together so well. Scott and the team have done an amazing job. As a person, Elizabeth, fantastic. Again, we only met her very briefly, just like with Josh. They're very busy people, and she was lovely. She said hi, and she's done a fantastic job. So if you ever watch this, you're doing great. Why you would need my approval, I don't know, but everybody's going to love your acting as Vanessa from the couple of scenes. One scene is very important, and they both, Josh and Elizabeth, absolutely nailed it. Like, it was perfect. So I cannot wait to see that on the big screen. Emma, the director. Oh,
Well, they got the
She's
director
like the
too.
nicest
They've seen
person.
him.
This was her set. She's in charge. And she just let us on. She just let us on to do what we wanted, within reason. Obviously, when it was lunchtime, that's when we got to do our stuff. And she was so nice. If there's anything we wanted, we could have asked her. If there's anything we needed, again, we could have asked. And that's all we wanted. We didn't really want to ask her anything because she was so busy. And the job that she's doing directing is incredible. Like, the vision that she has for this movie is something that I think FNAF fans are going to absolutely love. And that was the whole point of this. We've been speaking to Scott and Emma and everybody involved, and they wanted to make sure the FNAF fans were happy. And the four boys, why am I including myself in the four boys? The three boys, are incredibly happy as FNAF fans. So you're doing an amazing job. Everybody's doing an amazing job, and I cannot wait to see the final product. It's
I know I've already said this, but it is just great to see OGs on the set. Like, the four boys, the OGs, like, they know that this is gonna be a good movie because they've been there since day one.
Oh, it's so far away still. I want to see it. But yeah, everybody, you've made a dream come true. You made a FNAF fan dream come true, and you're gonna make so many FNAF fans out there extremely happy.
The animatronics, ooh.
The moment you've all been waiting for. Let's talk about the animatronics.
Hell yeah.
So, the animatronics. Foxy's not included. He's gone. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Don't do that.
People would be really mad. Foxy, of course Foxy's there. Foxy, Freddy, Chica, Bonnie, they're all there, and they look amazing. Again, can't really talk too much about
I thought he was gonna say that Foxy wasn't there at the time that they came. I was gonna be like, no.
the animatronics because
I gotta know if the hook was coated in blood now.
There's gonna be a reveal at some point, and that's when I can talk about them. However, what I do want to say is that they are amazing. The Jim Henson team has done such a good job of these animatronics that they are one for one. It's like
good to
you've
hear
just
about
gone
that too,
into
the
the
Jim
game
Henson
files,
crew.
pulled out Freddy, plopped him on the stage, and went, you're good to go. That's
Attention to
how
detail?
accurate they are.
That's what I'm hearing?
These
Okay.
are perfect. Like, using that word is so liberally spread around nowadays, but these are actually perfect. They're 1-to-1.
No, because hearing an OG saying perfect, that's how you know that there was a lot of attention to detail. That's why my eyebrows went up. Like, yeah, like he said, perfect. If it was said by anybody else, yeah, okay, maybe they're just saying that because they want it to sound nice. No, if you got motherfucking Razzbowski saying that that's perfect, that shit was perfect, all right? Like, I'll believe you.
Jim Henson and the team decided they wanted to go. The Jim Henson team wanted to get them perfect, and they got them perfect. When I say going up to them on the first day was emotional, I mean it. The first scene that we watched was to do with the animatronics, and they were perfect. Everything about them was just spot on. There's literally nothing more I can say. There is nothing more I can say. They are amazing. Proper animatronics that move. The way that they have done they've got expressions.
This man had me zoning out for 2 seconds just to think about what Freddy would look like. That's how much hype he is. Like he is pushing through my screen right now. You got me zoning out to think, Raz.
Their eyelids can shut, their mouths open. Like Freddy can lip sync perfectly in time with songs. That's how good they are.
The songs, they got them singing too.
The dedication shown from the team to getting these perfect,
because we haven't heard them sing a lot in the games,
and there's a load of
actually at all
in store. I still can't. There's some things I can't tell you, but as soon as I can tell you, I can't wait to talk about it. But the way that the Jim Henson's teams all come together to work with everybody to make sure these animatronics look as realistic and possessed as possible is incredible, and they work so well. You're not going to go into the movie theater and think, I don't believe these are just a man in a suit. It's just a man in a suit. It's not. It's animatronics. Actual animatronics. It's amazing. And the expression...
Okay, so the thing I was saying earlier about costumes, no. Maybe there will be costumes if Springtrap ends up in the film, because, you know, that's a animatronic in a spring suit. But good to hear. Animatronics, yes! Which means they could have probably have done that Bite of 87 shot, or I mean that Bite of 83 shot where somebody opens Freddy's jaw and then they just put their heads in there. They 100% did this. They 100% did this as a gag. They had to have.
expressions that they can
They
show.
had to.
Wait until you see the
I
video.
know they got
Interact
pictures, but they
with
can't
the
show us yet.
animatronics. Yes, we
Urgh.
did. Wait until you see that video. And
Wait, what do you say?
we got to interact with the animatronics. Yes, we did. Wait until you see that video. And they were reacting to what we were saying. You could tell from their facial expressions. It was amazing. So when you see them and the scenes that we have seen using the animatronics, when you see what they are like, you could tell when they are being possessed, or they're breaking, or should I say actually breaking from their routine to do their own stuff, if you know what I mean. It's hard to describe. When they're in full possession mode, shall we say, even though they're always possessed, they're always there. When they're breaking from their routine on the show stage or whatever they're doing at the time, you can really feel the
So all those Mr. Creepypasta videos I watched of FNAF, it's gonna be like that. They like say like welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, but then they like glitch in the middle of the sentence and say like help us or something like that. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
mood change via the lighting and via the animatronics expressions. It is just perfect. I could go on and on about the animatronics all day, but just trust me.
That would be creepy.
You're gonna want to see the movie just for these guys alone because they're that well done. Like, they're perfect. They're actually perfect. They're proper FNAF.
I can tell he can't say anything else but perfect because it is perfect.
Models. The way they've withered them, the way they have made them look old. It's not tacky, it's perfect. Like, it's so hard. I've run out of superlatives to describe how amazing.
You can't say anything else because it is done right.
Right? You just have to trust me that they're one-to-one models. They're huge. They're taller than me. They're talking to Dawko, and he's a giant. And
how tall is Dawko?
Big old boys. And Foxy, I mean, everybody's favorite Foxy, right? He looks incredible. And Bonnie's my favorite. Just a giant with those ears. The ears add on like an extra foot. They're huge.
Oh my God, I hope somebody raced Foxy. I hope somebody tried to race Foxy. That had to have happened, right?
Huge. And the cupcake.
The cupcake? The mastermind?
What can I say?
Did he say Carl?
And the cupcake. Carl. What can I say? Amazing. Absolutely amazing. The animatronics were something that needed to be done properly. I think you could probably forgive some of the other things like the pizzeria and maybe even some of the storyline. But the animatronics, that's what it's all based off, right?
Yeah.
So you have to get them right.
All that budget's got to go right in there.
Done so right. I mean, wait until you see it. Just wait until you see the footage. Like and subscribe because you're gonna want to see this footage with the animatronics. Trust. It was so hard not to create the bite of 2023 as well because that would have been such a viral video. Trust. It was so hard not to create the bite of 2023 as well because that would have been such a viral video. Let's talk about the bunny rabbit in the room. William Afton!
The bunny rabbit in the room.
I never actually got to meet him, unfortunately, which was rather sad because I heard he's an amazing guy, an amazing actor, and it would have been so good to see William Afton in action, baby. Seeing him do all of his little japes and all of his little jokes that William Afton always up to no good. Scold him. I would have told him off. Well, unfortunately, I didn't get to see any William Afton stuff. However, from what I've heard and from what I've
yeah, because someone's got to get drop kicked for putting that that spring lock suit in sister location that I had to sit there for like hours to shake out of. Someone's got to get drop kicked, whether it be Scott or the purple guy. You know, just saying, someone's got to get drop kicked. I still love you, Scott.
Old, which is exactly the same thing as being heard. It's very cool. I like how they've put everything into the storyline to do with William Afton. So you're gonna love William Afton as a character, and you're definitely gonna love Matthew's portrayal of good old Billy Afton. He is the biggest villain in indie horror for like 10 years. So to see him on the big screen is gonna be a dream come true. And yes, I really do think you're gonna love him. And do you know what? As much as I'm gutted to not have met Matthew himself, I'm looking forward to seeing the portrayal on the big screen for the first time. Seeing William Afton on the big screen, no spoilers, just getting to absorb all his goodness. Although William Afton...
I hope they colored him purple.
Afton's very bad, isn't he? Father of the Year!
Easter eggs. Come on, you gotta tell me the honk is there.
You take away from this entire video, apart from the animatronics looking absolutely amazing.
What if the Freddy poster doesn't honk, but Freddy's actual nose honks?
pizzeria just being absolutely beautiful. It's that Scott loves you. Scott loves the FNAF fans. He loves them so much. He has done everything in his power. This man's working tirelessly night and day to make sure that
I believe you. Scott's a grinder. Scott's a grinder.
To be the best.
Like Scotty C, he is a grinder. I know he's working hard on that film.
Can be for the fans. He always has the fans at the front most of his mind and in the deepest reaches of his heart. The amount of love that this man puts into the franchise to make sure that the FNAF fans are happy. He tirelessly pores over the script, watches each scene like an eel, and he makes sure that the fan is gonna love this. The fan is gonna love this. He is that's what he wants.
That's the GOAT. That's the man.
From a fan's point of view, he's doing an amazing job. Yes, he's my friend, but from a fan's point of view, I'm over the moon. I feel like I have
Scott is Timothy for real.
Relationship to Scott that I can tell him if I don't think something's going to work, or I can at least hint it, and then hopefully he picks it up. But he has done such an amazing. I didn't have to say anything. I was just able to soak it all in, enjoy it for what it was.
Didn't have to say
and just
anything.
be over the moon. I'm still smiling a week later. Oh, I wish I was there to see the rest of the filming and just to soak it all up. But yeah, and speaking of which, Scott's love and putting things in. Easter eggs for the eagle-eyed viewer out there. There's gonna be Easter eggs, and
I'll be looking.
I can't even count them. On
I'll definitely be looking.
I can't count how many Easter eggs he's added in. So hey, there's rewatchability in there, or maybe you're an eagle-eyed viewer and you spot them as you go through it. But there's really cool Easter eggs and callbacks to old lore and things like that. Nothing important to the storyline, but just little things in there that you'll be like, I know what that means. It doesn't mean anything to the story, but that's cool. Thanks for adding that, Scoot. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you did enjoy this video on the FNAF movie.
I'm so mad the video's
over.
over.
Thoughts and feelings and
I'm so mad.
how I think the movie's gonna go.
Been having fun sitting here brainstorming.
Please go ahead and smash that like button. And hey, if you're new around here and want to see more, because we've got some absolutely incredible videos planned on the FNAF movie and all the other FNAF stuff coming out in the future, because obviously Ruin's coming out soon, so cannot wait for that, especially the FNAF movie animatronics. We've got 2 very special videos to do with them, and you do not want to miss them. I want to say a massive thank you to everybody for watching this video, and hopefully you learned loads of stuff. If you do have questions you want to ask me, and I will hopefully be able to answer them in another video, let me know down in the comment section below. I'll run them by Scotty Boy first, and hopefully he approves enough of them for a video. But either way, I want to give a massive shout out to Scott.
Listen, Raz, we have to know this. We have to know this, Raz. I'm going to tag you on Twitter just so you know this, all right? Just so you can see this video. We need you to know. We need you to ask this. What does Freddy smell like? I asked in the middle of the video. We got to know. What did Freddy smell like? He had to have smelled like pizza, right? Or I don't know. I have to know. What did Freddy Fazbear smell like? I need to know, Raz. I need to know. All right? I need to know.
And his family, first and foremost, for inviting us out to this incredible experience. I feel like the child in FNAF 4. It's like a dream, but instead of nightmare animatronics, there are rainbow animatronics, and they're wishing me a great
and instead of
time
being
and
bit,
just
you
to be
actually
happy forever. And
you actually live to enjoy your time.
Walking around the pizzeria, it was a dream come true, and an experience that I'll never forget. So thank you very much for welcoming us not only into your life, but also into your friendship and to your pizzeria. That sounds so cheesy, but it's so true. It means the world to me that I can call you a friend, and you trust me enough and the boys to come into something that is so special and dear to your heart and ask for our feedback and opinions. So hopefully we helped you in some way, shape, or form. And obviously a massive thank you to everybody over at Blumhouse for, again, letting us on set. That's not something that you do normally. Movie sets are closed. So the fact that 1, you trusted us to come on, and 2, that you valued our feedback to a certain point on how we felt everything went. We're fans of the franchise, and you wanted to know how we felt. Everybody was so keen, so eager to learn and to see how we reacted to the creation that has been brought to life. It's been taken out of the game, brought into real life, and they wanted to see how we thought and felt about it. And so many people came up to us and said that our reactions have enhanced the mood around the set because they could see how much we enjoyed it, and that spurred them on to keep going and create something, because from our reactions they could probably gauge that everybody in the fandom is going to feel very similar as well. And honestly, I really think you do. I think everybody, if you're a FNAF fan, you should go out and watch it. If you're a neutral, you should go and watch it. If you just like horror, you should go and watch it. It's tailored to everybody.
Yes.
And Scott has really made a point of keeping the fans happy. And as a
FNAF
fan,
will do that to you.
I'm very happy. A special thanks obviously goes out to Bea for just setting everything up and keeping us happy and making us feel at home. Everybody, in fact, everybody over at Blumhouse and Jim Henson's and all the actors, everybody made us feel welcome. And because of that, we were able to get extra footage because we came extra days. We were only supposed to go there for 2. We stayed for 5. Like,
damn.
It was incredible. Absolutely incredible. But I've gone on enough. Hopefully you found out all the information you wanted to know. If you don't, let me know down in the comment section below and I'll try to answer as many questions as possible in another video. Either way, right about my face just now, there's going to be another couple of videos I know you'll enjoy. And please, in the description below, there are the other boys' channel. There's Dorko, April.
No, because that is actually insane. 5 days. Nah. Boys are some grinders. Those 4 boys are grinders. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if Dawko, Ryan, or other Ryan has said anything different in their videos. I truthfully chose Razz's because his was the longest, and I felt like Razz was gonna give that energy. Not that everybody else doesn't give energy or is fake or anything like that. It's just I just knew since it was longer and it's the boy Razz, I knew he was gonna say a lot. So yeah, I think the other videos were 16 minutes, so I didn't think they really probably said too much, but I knew they were all hyped. I'm pretty sure anybody who came back from New Orleans looking at FNAF was definitely hyped and definitely was the GOAT. So yeah, if you guys want more Five Nights at Freddy's movie content, make sure you guys hit that like button, comment down below, subscribe for more YouTube Comic History today, and I'll see y'all later. Peace out.